Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fakur Razi bin Rashid. Today I want to tell you about a few chapters from a subject that I have learned. For chapter 3 is about strategy training and it's discuss about business strategy, goal and strategy determine. Also tell about key features of learning organization, which is supportive learning environment, learning process and practice, manager reinforce learning. This chapter also tell about application of learning for human capital. This chapter also discuss about the strategy, training and development process, which is business strategy, training and development, metric that show value of training. Also talk about formulation the business strategy, first mission, second goal, third is internal analysis, fourth is external analysis, and last strategy choices. In this chapter also tell about organization characteristic that influence training. First, role of employee and manager. Second, top management support. Third is integration of business unit. Number 4 is global process. Number 5 is business condition. Number 6, other human resource practice. 7 is strategy value of job and employee uniqueness. Number 8 is extent of union. Number 8 is extent of unionization. And lastly, staff involvement in training and development. Next chapter is chapter 7, training evaluation. This chapter talk about the evaluation is a process of collecting that outcome need to determine training is effective. The reason for evaluation training, company make large investment in training and education and view them also as a strategy to be successful. This chapter also tell about kind of evaluation. First, we have formative evaluation. Second is summative evaluation. Next, the subject tell about the evaluation process. We have need assessment, development learning objective, develop outcome measure, determine evaluation strategy, and last, plan and execute the evaluation. This chapter also tell about outcome and use in the evaluation of training program, which is reaction outcome, cognitive outcome, behavior and skill based outcome, effective outcome, and return of investment, and determine whether outcome are appropriate, relevant, reliability, discrimination, and practicality. Next is chapter 8, is learning and use of technology in training. We have online e-learning, distance learning, simulation, virtual reality, expert system, electronic support system, learning management system. This chapter is all about benefit of technology. The new technology possible to reduce the cost associated with the delivery training, increasing the effectiveness of the learning environment. This chapter also talk about technology, facility, digital collaboration, synchronous and asynchronous Also talk about type of e-learning environment. Next is factor limited the use of e-learning, which is cost, lack of motivation, lack of management, lack of employee, and so on. This chapter also talk about computer based training, online learning, developing effective online learning, which is need assessment, create a positive online environment, learning control, provide time and space for online training. Next is simulation and game. We have serious game, virtual reality, avatar, type of simulation. We have branching story, interactive spreadsheet, game-based virtual lab. Next is talk about distance learning. We have two type of technology, teleconferencing, interactive distance learning. The chapter is chapter 9, employee development, formal education, job experience, relationship, and assessment of personality and ability that help employees perform effectively in their future job and company. Employee development is important to improve quality to meet the challenge of global competition. This chapter also talk about the development planning process, which is self-assessment, reality check, goal setting, action planning. This chapter also talk about appropriate of employee development. We have formal education, assessment, job experience. In job experience, we have job enlargement, transfer, job rotation, promotion, downward move, internship, interpersonal relationship. We have mentor, coaching. Is chapter 10 is special issue to employee training and development. It's about situation that may result in legal action, failing to provide required training and providing inadequate training, incurring employee injured during a training and activity. This also talk about training issue resulting from the external environment. We have cross-culture preparation, 5 dimensions of nation culture, individualism, uncertainty, power, distance, time orientation. It's also talk about key to success foreign assignment in a combination of training and career management for employee and their family. First, pre-departure phase, on-site phase, repatriation phase. This chapter also talk about managing workforce diversity. We have the goal of diversity training, managing diversity, career challenge and issue, work-life balance, career path and dual career path, career recycling, meeting the need of older worker, and this chapter also talk about training issue relate to the internal need of the company. We have lifelong learning account, breaking the glass ceiling, and lastly the joint union management program.